For the sake of my happiness with my boyfriend, I decided to go to the hospital to treat my congenital narrowness, but the attending physician turned out to be my boyfriend's friend, and the treatment plan itself made my face flush and my heart race. During the course of treatment, there will be a great deal of intimate physical contact that is unavoidable, he said. For example, kissing, touching, and, a few days earlier, I had discovered something by accident. After years of being together, my intimacy life with my boyfriend, Josh Durant, was deeply incompatible. I was born narrow, so much so that I couldn't even accommodate a man of normal size. When I caught the fleeting look of disappointment in his eyes, guilt washed over me. I hesitated for days before finally deciding to come to the hospital to get checked. What I never anticipated was that the doctor seeing me would be Liam Calder. He was a friend of Josh's. We had even met just a few days ago. "Miss Weasley, there are still many patients waiting behind you. Please come in first." His pleasant voice pulled me back to my senses, and my first instinct was to run. "Well, Doctor, I suddenly have something urgent to. Miss Weasley, are you questioning my professional ethics?" Seeing the displeasure on Liam's face, I fell silent and reluctantly stepped inside. Every time we'd met before, he had been Josh's friend. He had always been polite and gentle, always calling me by name. Now, that identity had abruptly shifted. We were now doctor and patient. The change made me unbearably awkward. I lowered my head, too embarrassed to look at him. In the quiet consultation room, the only sound was the soft rustle of pages as he flipped through my medical file. Liam studied it for a long time before speaking. "The information in your file isn't detailed enough. I'll need to communicate directly with you about some more specific details." I nodded with a flushed face, signaling my understanding. "Then tell me carefully what happened that night, and the outcome." His words startled me. "Huh? Thursday that too? Has to be said. I was conservative by nature, talking about my private life in front of someone I knew. For me, it was mortifying beyond words. But for the sake of treatment, for my future with Josh, I could only steel myself and speak. On the night of our engagement party, after all the guests had left, Josh and I had both been drinking. He carried me to the bed. I unconsciously bit my lip. When I met Liam's calm gaze, the unease in my chest eased slightly. Fueled by the alcohol, we took off our clothes. He pressed down on me, and when he was about to begin, we realized it wouldn't go in. As I spoke, images from that night resurfaced in my mind. Throughout it all, Liam watched me intently. The feeling was as if he had been standing beside the bed, witnessing everything between Josh and me firsthand. My face burned, and I couldn't bring myself to meet his eyes. Even though I was fully dressed and properly covered, I felt an overwhelming sense of nakedness, as though nothing shielded me at all. Did Josh engage in any foreplay during that time? Yes, but not very much. Be specific. Since I'd already said this much, there was no point holding back now. As I recalled the details, I said. He touched my chest and my waist. But because he'd been drinking, his movements were a bit rough. After hearing this, Liam's gaze sharpened with certainty. "In fact, you didn't feel much that night, did you?" I froze for a moment, stunned by his perceptiveness. I nodded honestly, admitting he was right. Liam fell silent in thought. He picked up his pen and wrote something down before lifting his head, his expression serious and focused. "Based on a preliminary assessment, this may be a congenital abnormality of the reproductive organs. It is also possible that the development of your uterus isn't ideal. Of course, we'll need further detailed examinations to confirm." The word abnormality sent panic flooding through me. Then, what should I do? Can it be completely treated? Liam nodded. I had just begun to relax when his next words left me in an impossible position. "I'll design a dedicated treatment plan for you, but there is something important I need to tell you first. During treatment,